Hey all, today we're going to be reading Threefold, Section 6, Part 2. Here we go. Guinness sat next to Tsuyoshi as they waited for their meals. Thanks for last night, Tsuyoshi said slowly. What you said. Because Guinness hadn't gotten much sleep last night, he still felt some of the effects of the liquor, but remembered what he told him. If I hadn't said anything, Guinness said, you would have moped for the rest of the night. You only said anything so you could have both those women for yourself. Can you blame me? The two of them shared a laugh. Guinness would sooner drive his axe into his back than admit it, but he had fallen hard for a woman once too, which was the real reason he said anything. Tsuyoshi made him think about her last night. As Guinness had opened the door, Tsuyoshi banged his head against the wall beside him. He slammed his back against the wall next, slid to the floor, and finished off the bottle in his hand. Is he okay? Nuo asked. She and her best friend Biyu were on a university graduation trip with some of their other friends, staying in the same inn. Nuo and Biyu were about the same height and shared the same dark brown eyes, but Nuo had a narrow face with angular features, while Biyu had a rounder face. Nuo's complexion was a shade darker than Biyu's, too. Nuo was on her way to law school, while Biyu was on the path to becoming a tennis professional, which was apparent by the muscles she sported as opposed to Nuo's long, thin frame. Nuo's long black hair reached to her shoulders, layered and wavy at the ends. Biyu wore her black hair with chestnut brown tips and two moderate ponytails, allowing one of her bangs to drape in front of her face. Guinness and Tsuyoshi agreed they were both attractive women. He's got something on his mind, Guinness said. I'm going to try to talk to him. If you two don't mind waiting inside. Sure, Biyu said. Guinness took two other bottles of liquor from Tsuyoshi and handed them to her. In case you get thirsty. He smiled and the two women giggled. He shut the door behind them, sat against the wall on the opposite side of the door, and slid to the floor. Tsuyoshi started to work on another bottle he kept for himself. She's on your mind, Guinness said. No one's on my mind, Tsuyoshi ranted, especially not Suzume. He took a swig from his bottle. Guinness laughed. If she wants to throw away 3 years because of her parents, Tsuyoshi said. He took another swig. Then screw her. Now you're bringing down my mood, Guinness said. He remembered the girl that left him. Tsuyoshi handed him his open bottle, and Guinness took a long drink. Some woman dumped you two? Not a chance, Guinness said, and took another long drink. Me neither, Tsuyoshi said. He grabbed the bottle back from him to take a drink for himself. We just needed to go our separate ways. Guinness remembered those words. He took the bottle back and finished it off. Pepita had said those exact same words. She had pissed him off, so he stood with her, angry and silent. We just need to go our separate ways, Pepita said. People said we wouldn't last, but we had a good run. She held him in a tight embrace. Her tears fell on his shirt. He didn't return the embrace, and he hated he hadn't. She didn't even want to try a long distance thing. She didn't put forth any more effort. She just gave up. She turned away from him and left. That's how his relationship ended. Hey, Tsuyoshi said. He pulled another bottle from his pocket and offered him some more. Guinness stood up and dragged Tsuyoshi to his feet. What is it? Tsuyoshi asked, confused by his behavior. Did she cry? Guinness asked him. Tsuyoshi took a drink. She did. What's that matter? I'm going to say this, Guinness said, and then we're done with this conversation. Your drama really is bringing down my mood, especially when two women are in there waiting for me. You got two options. You win over the parents, or you tell them to screw themselves and do what you want. It's not that easy, Tsuyoshi said. It is, Guinness said. He opened the door. Now, come in here and party with me so you can deal with this shit tomorrow. Thanks, ma'am, but I'm gonna let you handle them. I'm gonna clear my head. Tsuyoshi pulled the rest of the bottles from his pockets and handed them to Guinness. He tried to walk away but almost fell. Guinness had to catch him. Clear your head in the room. I can't have you end up doing something stupid. I can't do anything with those women, Tsuyoshi said. Don't worry, Guinness said. I knew where your head and your heart were this whole time. I'll show them a good time. For now, just join the party. He shoved Tsuyoshi inside and smiled to himself before he closed the door behind them. All right, team, that was part 2. Tomorrow we'll do part 3. Have a good night. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it.